stop scrolling, because everything you think you know about the next iPhone launch is probably wrong. If you're planning to upgrade your phone in the next couple of years, you need to hear this. The iPhone 18 Pro is rumored to be getting 9 huge upgrades that could completely change how you think about upgrading. Let's start with the biggest shock, the release schedule. For over a decade, we've gotten used to Apple launching a full iPhone lineup every September. That tradition is reportedly coming to an end. According to early leaks, Apple is planning to split the iPhone 18 launch into 2 waves. The flagship models, the iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, and the long-rumored iPhone Fold are expected to launch in the fall of 2026, around the usual September window. But if you're waiting for the more affordable iPhone 18 and iPhone 18 Plus, you may have to wait until the spring of 2027. In other words, if you want a brand new iPhone in late 2026, your only choices might be the premium iPhone 18 Pro, the iPhone 18 Pro Max, or the iPhone Fold. No standard models at launch. That is a huge strategic shift for Apple. Now, let's talk about design, because this is where things get controversial. Overall, the iPhone 18 Pro lineup will still look familiar. Flat edges, premium materials, and a triple camera setup on the back. But the way the phone feels in your hand is set to change in a big way. The iPhone 18 Pro models are rumored to be getting thicker and noticeably heavier. Thicker usually means a larger battery, which is great for battery life. But the trade-off is weight. The iPhone 18 Pro Max is expected to weigh around 243 grams. That would make it the heaviest iPhone Apple has ever made, even heavier than the stainless steel iPhone 14 Pro Max. For context, the current iPhone 17 Pro Max comes in at around 233 grams. An extra 10 grams might not sound like much on paper, but you will definitely feel that difference in your pocket and in your hand over a full day of use. The back of the phone might also look radically different, depending on which leak turns out to be true. One set of rumors claims Apple is experimenting with a transparent or semi-transparent glass back, building on its current liquid glass design language. This would partially expose some internal components, giving the iPhone 18 Pro a futuristic, tech-heavy aesthetic we've never seen on a flagship iPhone before. Another set of leaks suggests Apple could move in the opposite direction and focus on a more uniform, minimal look. In this version, the color of the back glass will be much closer to the color of the metal frame, removing the two-tone effect that some people dislike, especially on the lighter silver and white finishes. Instead of contrast, you get one solid, seamless color from edge to edge. Speaking of looks, we need to talk about colors, because it sounds like we're losing a classic and gaining a couple of bold new options. Early rumors suggest that purple is making a comeback on the iPhone 18 Pro, but not the soft, washed-out purple we've seen in the past. This new purple is described as brighter and punchier, and it may replace the current cosmic orange-style finish in the lineup. We're also hearing about a completely new shade, burgundy. Think of a deep crimson mixed with hints of brown. Or purple, a rich, dark, wine-like tone that could end up being the most premium-looking color in the entire iPhone 18 Pro family. On top of that, there's talk of a coffee color, which sounds similar to the desert titanium finish, with warm brown and bronze undertones. But here's the bad news. Multiple leaks say there may be no true black option for the iPhone 18 Pro. The reason? Anodized black glass and metal are reportedly too prone to visible scratches, scuffs, and wear compared to lighter finishes. If you love stealthy, all-black phones, this will be a big disappointment. Now let's move to the upgrade photographers and videographers have been waiting for. The camera. The biggest rumored change is a variable aperture on the main camera. Current iPhones use a fixed aperture. You're stuck with one lens opening size all the time. The iPhone 18 Pro is expected to change that with a mechanical system that can physically adjust the aperture. This gives you real control over depth of field and natural background blur, similar to what you get on a professional mirrorless Camera. Want creamy bokeh for portraits? Open up the aperture. Shooting in harsh daylight? Stop down the lens to control exposure without relying on extreme shutter speeds or software tricks. For video creators, this could be a game changer. Apple is also rumored to be switching suppliers for the main camera sensor. Instead of using Sony, the iPhone 18 Pro is expected to feature a custom 3-layer stack sensor made by Samsung specifically for Apple. This advanced stack design should dramatically reduce noise, improve low-light performance, and boost dynamic range, giving you cleaner, more detailed photos, and more accurate highlights and shadows. The front camera isn't being ignored either. Leaks suggest a bump up to a 24-megapixel selfie camera, which would mean sharper selfies, more detail in portrait mode, and better quality for FaceTime and social media video. Under the hood, the performance upgrades for the iPhone 18 Pro look absolutely insane. Apple is rumored to be moving to an A20 Pro chip built on a cutting-edge 2-nanometer process. This next-gen processor is expected to use advanced packaging where the RAM is integrated directly into the same wafer as the CPU and GPU, instead of being placed next to it as a separate chip. What does that mean for you? More performance in? Less space, better efficiency, lower latency between components, and potentially huge gains in both speed and battery life. Multitasking, high-end gaming, pro apps, everything should feel faster and smoother to keep all that power cool. Apple is reportedly redesigning the internal cooling system with a new stainless steel vapor chamber. This should help the iPhone 18 Pro maintain high performance for longer periods without overheating or aggressively throttling under sustained workloads like gaming, 4K video recording, or long AR sessions. Connectivity is also getting us serious. Upgrade. The iPhone 18 Pro is expected to use a new C2 modem, bringing back full support for millimeter wave 5G in more markets. That means faster peak download speeds, lower latency, and better power efficiency compared to the modems used in the iPhone 17 lineup. You can expect more reliable 5G performance in crowded areas, stadiums, and city centers where networks are pushed to their limits. Now, what about the display and the dynamic island? If you were hoping the dynamic island would disappear completely and Face ID would move under the display on the iPhone 18 Pro, the latest rumors say not yet. The Face ID sensors are not expected to go fully under panel for this generation. However, the dynamic island itself may get slightly smaller and more refined, with thinner bezels and a more immersive overall look.